Hi guys, Christy here with PKWinKids.com, and I'm so excited to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite, all-time favorite curriculums that I'm always telling people about. Anybody who will listen, and tell them, listen, you have to try Homeschool in the Woods for history. Look, if you're not a history buff, if you didn't love history in high school, like this girl, it's really hard sometimes to teach history to your kids. Like, we have to teach all the subjects, not just the ones we love. So if you want your kids to like really remember their history lessons and really get into history, and maybe you're just like kind of not that, okay, look, you just have to try out Homeschool in the Woods. All right. So Homeschool in the Woods has all these different amazing downloadable units that you can teach your kids. There's two main series that you really want to pay attention to. So I'm just giving you a pro tip here. So you're going to Homeschool in the Woods. They have a lot of different things on their store, but here are the two packages that you really need to take a look at, the two series, I should say. So they have the Time Traveler series, which is US history, and then they have the Project Passport series, which is world history. So US history from New World Explorers, which we're going to talk about in a minute, all the way through like, World War II and those kinds of things. Then you also have the Project Passport series, and that one is actually really cool because you make this little passport and this little like suitcase, and you collect things that you do like in each unit. So you can, if you do like a bunch of different units, you kind of collect your little stamps and stuff in your passport. So that's really cool. But that covers world history. So that's going to start in ancient Egypt, covers ancient Greece, all the way through the Renaissance, Reformation, that kind of thing. So that's the world history series. Now they do have, of course, also other things available on the website. So take some time to poke around. But let me just tell you kind of the lay of the land. This is a digital curriculum, okay? It is a Christian curriculum, so you're gonna find some Christian components in there. This is actually really cool. It's just really great, just trust me. Okay, so it's a digital curriculum. You're gonna download it. Now, we've done a few different units, and one of our favorite units was called A New World Explorer. So that's the first unit in the Time Travelers series. We really, really liked this unit. What's really cool about it is that when you download it, it's gonna all the files, and I'm not just talking about like a couple PDFs, okay? This is a really meaty curriculum. It's really awesome. It's just packed with all sorts of really fun activities and information and stuff. It's really cool. So you're gonna get all those files are gonna be kind of hidden in a little folder for you, and then you're gonna have one little HTML file that is included in the download, and you're gonna open that up, and that's gonna be where you navigate and get all your pieces for it. It's so well organized. It's just absolutely wonderful. So it's really easy to do. The lessons are going to be like a 2-page text that you're going to read together with your family. You can even break that up if you need to. And then you're going to have like a list of projects that you work on. And this is where the magic of Homeschool in the Woods curriculum comes into play. Okay, so you have all these wonderful hands-on projects that you do that coincide with the lessons that you're doing. Let me show you. So you do have a bunch of activities and projects that you're doing kind of on the side, but some of those projects are going to go into this mega lap book that you create throughout the course of your unit that you're doing, right? So this is the one for New World Explorers. We absolutely love this. How cute is this? This is like the cutest lap book I've ever seen. Like, it has this little like rope that goes through, and you kind of make the sail here of the ship. So it's really neat. But check this out. These are like the mega lap book of lap books, right? This is like the boss. Okay, so you have these panels, and then you have these flip outs like this. You have all these extra things. So in the New World Explorers, you're studying all these different explorers and where they go and why they go and everything like that. So you have these little mini books for each explorers, and then they write notes. And this was like super helpful because sometimes you're like, wait, which one was Cortez? And so we can go through, oh yeah, I remember him. So it was really cool, and we actually still use this as a reference, so it's really cool. It's also a really great way for them to kind of collect their work. And so we love to do what we call sharing board, where the kids, the things that they work on during the day at homeschool, we put on the sharing board for dinner time and show dad we worked on. So sometimes we'll even do something at the end of the year and kind of showcase little bits of what we've done throughout the year. So this is a really great thing to do. Also made these really cool layover maps, and that trace the routes of different explorers. So that was really neat. And there's just so many really great projects. Listen, I have a ton of pictures that I put up on my review of this particular unit. So if you want to see my pictures of what we did for this unit, head on over to pk1kids.com. Super easy to remember now that I changed my name. So pk1kids.com, and look for my review of Homeschool in the Woods, the New World Explorers series, New World Explorers unit, sorry. You're going to see all the different stuff that they have in this unit. So check that out. It's really, really cool, you guys. So again, these are really affordable because they're digital downloads. Again, you can use them for multiple kids. So, or for your kids as you, you know, multiple years and so and everything. Okay, so you know, I'm always about curriculum that works well for PK1 kids, or if you have little ones and your family's larger, and you know, you can't really logistically teach different things to each kid. Like that's where I got stuck this upcoming year, because I can't teach a different history curriculum to all my different kids. It would just be ridiculous. Like I'd have to spend, you know, we'd have like, you know, 12-hour days here. So this curriculum works really, really well for teaching something to like different ages. So when we did this curriculum, we actually had my 2 older girls doing it, and then my 3rd girl was, I think, like 5 or 6 years old when we did it. So it was really neat is that my older girls, we did the full curriculum, and they've got a really awesome pacing guide which shows you how to do it, or you can just do it kind of in whatever flow works for you. Of course, it's your curriculum. But what was cool is I was able to like take pieces and parts of it that I knew my 5-year-old could totally handle. And then she was able to do some, like she would, you know, color the oceans and the continents while we were working on, you know, labeling them and doing some other projects with them. So it was really, really conducive to hanging out with your family, all your kids, all their different ages at the table or whatever, and just all working on your projects together. This is also a really good thing to do on Fun Fridays. We have a 4-day, well, we try to do a 4-day schedule for our homeschool. And then on the 5th day, we do things that are more fun. So for a long time, when we did the Ancient Egypt package, unit, whatever, we did that on Fun Fridays because we were already doing like another little history curriculum, just like a really simple thing, just kind of like to check the boxes. So what we did is like, oh, we want to like really dive into it's like some ancient history, right? So we did the Ancient Egypt one for that. And we did that on Fridays because it was like all we did on Fridays. So we got to just totally immerse ourselves in that. So we also done Colonial Life, which is the one that comes after New World Explorers, and that one was super fun too. Lots of really fun games. And that's the other thing, they also have these really neat printable games. So you make these file folder games, and they've got like all the cards and components and stuff. Again, you can see all those pictures on my website, but it's really, really fun, you guys. Okay, I could talk about Homeschool in the Woods forever and ever and ever, but that'll make a really long video. So I'm going to wrap this up and just tell you, please trust me on this. I know it works well for younger kids, for larger families. And if you have kids who are really crafty, you guys like making projects together, but you need something that's not going to just like spiral out of control. You know what I mean? You've done this before, right? We've had projects that just kind of like drag on forever and ever and ever because there's really not like a lot of structure. We're just like freestyling it. And it's just, you really have to have some kind of parameters, especially when you have lots of kids. So this is kind of like the best of both worlds. What's really cool about this is it becomes an experience. And when your kids have an experience with what they're learning, they're going to retain that information way more. So we are just not the kind of family to like, you know, read a couple of chapters in a history textbook and then answer some questions. Like, it's just not our jam, you know? We need something that's more involved and inclusive. And so this Homeschool in the Woods is just, I can't stop talking about it, right? So it's just on my top list. I mean, it's probably on my top like 3 curriculum companies that I'm literally always telling everybody about. So I'm telling you right now, and I want you to follow my advice. Head on over to Homeschool in the Woods and check it out. See if there's anything that is on your radar for next year for your curriculum, or this year for your curriculum. If you want to just really get into history, but you don't want something that's too like textbooky, that kind of thing, check out these Lapbook projects. And you can actually get some a la carte as well. Listen, there is a special coupon on my webpage. It's $10 off $50 purchase. That's a really good deal. And then also there's a giveaway, so you can actually win one of these units for free on the giveaway. So head on over to pk1kids.com, check out my review about Homeschool in the Woods, New World Explorers. You are gonna just absolutely love this curriculum. If you guys like to craft and you like to do projects, guess what? You are gonna absolutely love this, especially if you just are not that into history and it's like really hard for you to teach. It's just gonna be absolutely amazing. So I hope that you are gonna take my advice and check out Homeschool in the Woods. This is absolutely one of my favorite curriculums. You know, I talk about following the fun, and this is going to just be so conducive to that. So I hope this review and information has blessed you in some way. Take care out there, and listen, subscribe to my channel if you want more updates on curriculum that works well for having little kids around, and also some tips and ideas for how to help your little ones in the mix. So that's all for now. I hope you remember to always follow the fun.